Hello everyone, Justin Vacula here with another gambling and credit card video. So we have here DraftKings Pennsylvania, and I assume that some people would see similar screens in other states with DraftKings, at least in New Jersey, the state of Michigan, and the state of West Virginia, not just West Virginia, the state of West Virginia. I got a bonus here that's, I think, really interesting. Get $1 casino credit for every $35 you play on DraftKings Rocket, up to $250. So we're getting about a 2.853-ish% bonus on a game that probably has a house edge of about 3%, at least according to the very reputable website wizardofodds.com. DraftKings Rocket, as you'll see in the video, is a pretty easy game to play that doesn't require much strategy that we can automate. So I think a 3% bonus here on a 3% edge is pretty good, especially when we're using DraftKings or other gift cards to fund the account. And we're also getting credit card rewards. For instance, I have a grocery store chain that's giving grocery points and I'm getting credit card rewards, 4x, for instance, on the Amex Gold card. Some others are giving me more than 4x at certain times. Basically, break-even promo here, 3% house edge, 3% bonus, plus credit card rewards, plus potential grocery points, and maybe you have some other tricks up your sleeve for funding DraftKings, you can make even more money. So instead of playing Blackjack and giving up 0.5% on just normal play, we're getting a 3% bonus that's offsetting 3% in a game, something we can automate. And for those who don't know basic strategy, maybe they have a hard time learning or applying basic strategy to Blackjack, they don't want as much risk, let's check out DraftKings Rocket. So opted into this promo that DraftKings gave me show up in the banner. I have a progress bar here that should track the amount I play. So I've already loaded, it shows 75.28 here. I loaded another 500 just to cover the 250 here to be using new money rather than just be playing through the money that I already have. The idea here is that I uploaded a 500 card, so I intend to play through $500 before withdrawing the funds. Some people get into trouble if you're withdrawing the funds early, meaning that, oh, I'm just going to put in 500 and then just withdraw the 500. Your account will probably be locked, shut down. You'll be receiving adverse action. Is in the banner here. Choose your offered or rewards player's choice promo. That's where the Rocket promotion was. I also got an email for play 10, get a $10 credit. So now it's having me like relog in after the deposit. So hopefully everything works here as I'm recording the video and like do this recording software, like what's going on here. Let's just check your location as we redo things here. I might have to pull the screen off if I have to enter in details. Go interesting things happening during videos. Hopefully you can. Okay, so there's the 575.28. The 28 was from some profit from an earlier promotion on DraftKings Rocket. Play 10, get 10, waiting on that $10 to show up. Maybe it's already in there, who knows? But the $10 bonus should be good to go. So we're going to load. Now it's taking me to the deposit page. We've already deposited DraftKings. What's going on? Can we get back to you want more money, DraftKings? Sorry, everyone. We'll have to get through this together, I suppose. Let's get to the game. Let's get to DraftKings Rocket and not have me depositing again when I'm already doing a rigorous licensing process. It's legit, folks. I have to go through a lot. So here we have a manual page where we can just place a wager, auto cash out if we decide to. We're not going to use the manual and just change the amount every time or have to click on it every time. We're going to go to the auto screen. This is really interesting because it gives us a potential to, as we can do 50 bets, just walk away from our computer and come back when it's done. Who put it on different browsers. So I think this is a good appeal of this, as it's like auto spinning of slot machines. But with this, we're not giving up so much house edge compared to slot machines. I don't recommend anyone play slot machine, by the way, that we could just do this. If we have a 3% house edge in this game that we can automate versus giving up like 5 to 10% in slots, or maybe even more, especially if we're playing without a bonus, like let's just do this. This is pretty good. So because it is auto cash out, so you might wonder what is auto cash out. So the Rocket starts at 0 seconds and it rises. So it won't let us set the auto cash out at 1x where it starts, but we can set it at 1.0. Where is it Xing? 1.01. So we'll try to cash out as soon as possible because the idea with this promo is we just have to play through $250 to get the casino bonus. That's offsetting this house edge. So we're getting 3 back on 35. America loves them. It works here, especially on the acquisition, the loading, the deposit side of the. So let's set the auto cash at 1.01. So we're going to take the least amount of risk to get these casino bonus, to get this casino bonus for this promo. And let's see, we can do total bets. So we need to do 250 bets. Can we do 250 start auto bets? Okay, so we could do 50 bets at a time. That's not optimal. We can keep track of how many rounds per se that we do. So look, we did a dollar bet and we did auto cash out at $1.01. So we won a penny, we ran through $1. So let's say, okay, we could do 50 bets at 1.1. So maybe we'll use a click counter app to keep track of how much we've done, or we can use a pen, hopefully here with the microphone, and just keep track, like a hash mark or a tally mark every time we win a cycle, or we go through a cycle here of 50 bets. And we'll just tally it. It'll take some time to get to 250, but hey, we could just multitask, do this in another window. We don't really need to watch it. Maybe it's interesting to see if other people blow up or lose. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's just going to blow up immediately, which I think is where the house edge comes in. Because if we can just bet min and it never 1.1, then we just have a 1% house advantage, right? We're making a penny on every dollar that we bet. Now, we could increase the bet amounts, but for purposes promo, like there's no big reason to do. We could just lower the variance. Hey, sometimes we'll blow up on $1 versus, we did $20 bets for 50 spins. That'd be 200, right? We don't need to do that. We can just do $1 50 times, 5 times. We just need to bet through 250. So we could do 250 spins or rounds of $1 each. Pick up a penny here and there. But the bonus money at the end of the Rocket Rainbow here will be. We've already, it looks like we've done 5 wagers. This is the 5th wager now. So we're just going to wait for the funds to go through. Once we get at 50, then we're going to have to hit that auto button. So it'll take some time at $1 per round. Maybe if you want to save time, you could do $5 a round or $5 a spin. It's up to you. I'd rather just 1.01 at 50, betting $1 and increasing the bet amount, and maybe get unlucky and just have a bad run. Some people might not want that short-term variance in the long run. It should probably all be about the same. If the 3% house edge is consistent, regardless of your betting, regardless of the cash out. I'm not sure. That's one thing mysterious about the game. Maybe, we bet 1.02x. Could we be good there? And would the house edge still remain the same? I don't know. I think it's just a hunch here that we could just minimize the risk in the 1.01 and be good for it. They're staying up. It's a 26x, 31x. 2 players are still gambling here, 40x. So it's getting pretty high. Just see if there could be this thing for, we're just going to wait. But imagine that people lose their internet connection, or they just forget about it somehow. Like they're walking the computer and come back. And he's just pretty money on this game. We're just going to do the 1.01x, the least amount of risk I think we could take here. Anticipate adverse action with this at all. We're still playing through the funds at least once before we're drawing our funds. We will blow up automatically on some occasions, but so far in this video, it looks like we're still up. We put $1 in here, but it was 75 to start, so we're still up. We're still making a penny. But the main reason we're doing this is to get that bonus and also to liquidate funds we're unloading on. So rather than donking it away at slots or roulette or some of these other games where we're just hemorrhaging money, again, we're getting about 3% bonus game with a 3% house edge, and then we're getting credit card rewards, we're getting grocery points, whatever other tricks that you might have for funding these sites. I think this is a pretty good way to go, especially for people who don't know the other games. You just put it on auto spin, you can walk away, printer ink going. Story for another day. You need the yellow color, it's okay. As I'm just printing in, you keep giving me the message. America loves the brother printers and perhaps others that are. But anyway, I think Rocket has a lot of hope here. I think you can bet the minimum, put it on auto spin, not lose much money, or maybe just keep winning a penny at a time here, pick up some other bonuses. don't believe I'd sit here through and watch all the spins, just walk away after the round of 50 and then restart it. It'll take some time, but hey, we're just multicasting, we're doing other things, we're just letting it go as we prep dinner or breakfast, whatever. I think this might have a bright future. Hopefully you don't run that, and hopefully blowing up like 5 times in a row, $1 a spin, keep getting killed in the short run. If we're just setting the auto cap to a lower amount, these people that are gambling on like 5x, like we've seen it blow up so many times. So maybe they keep the 3% hostage, but there's just much higher variance. Well, I think we should be good. I'd like to see a larger sample size of this game, maybe 20,000, 30,000 rounds. It's going to take a long time to see what happens. But if there are some cool people out there to collaborate in some way and make a spreadsheet with, okay, this amount, it's auto cash out, I think it would remain the same results regardless of the bet, is the random number generated. But it would be interesting to see like what the profits would be on 1.01x versus 1.02x, etc. As maybe there's a little bit more higher numbers. I imagine if you put in some crazy number like 20x, you'd really get crushed. An interesting game here, cool concept new game. Keep the bonuses coming. I'm happy to give the action. And I think this is a good game to promote. So it doesn't know the other games. Or they're okay with giving up 3% automatic game and pretty much little involvement versus more involvement with Blackjack. Can it be more risk, maybe more time? Who knows? So hopefully you found this video interesting. Maybe you'll consider playing DraftKings Rocket. In this short session, I'm still up. Like every spin was a winner, depending on time here. We've gone through about 14 spins. A small sample size for sure. I've had losing sessions in the past where I've had bonuses, but the bonuses offset the loss. Like it'll blow up maybe 1 or 2. Oh, there's a 1x blow up. So as we're speaking, that was just a loser of $1. So you see, it blows up immediately. So it's not like printing money here for 1 penny. So yeah, there is a little bit of risk here that you will lose money. You won't get killed if you're just keeping it at a small amount. And printing money on the acquisition, on the loading of these sites with new money and just keep going through new money rather than playing through old money. So I've deposited the 500 and eventually once I played through 500, I'm going to deposit more money rather than just using the same money. So we think a bright future with DraftKings Rocket, especially if the bonuses are coming through. So I'll for real end the video this time. Hopefully you found this interesting and maybe you implement this in your own terms.